going on, everybody? We are back for another reaction. Ryan M here to do a reaction to a video called 5 Reasons Why WrestleMania 33 Will Be Horrible by Pllana Productions. So let's get right into it. I mean, obviously the thumbnail for it is Goldberg and Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. I really hope they don't do that. I hope something happens where maybe it's Owens and Goldberg in the main event of Fastlane, obviously, and then Brock comes out and screws Goldberg to kind of throw some more fire on it. I mean, I get, oh, well, why would Brock do that? Just to piss him off. I mean, he doesn't care about the belt at this point. His accomplishment, his focus is on beating Goldberg, so the belt doesn't need to be on the line here. I don't like the fact that they think that they're going to put all their eggs in one basket with Goldberg and Brock Lesnar, especially considering the two men have not had a good match yet. So there's always the risk of this disappointing, especially because both men are not two people you'd think would be able to carry a great match together, especially WrestleMania 33 main event. I mean, I don't understand why they can't just give the Universal Championship match to Jericho and Owens, which has the best storyline of any match that they're going to have at WrestleMania going on. I mean, you could argue Triple H and Rollins, but when Rollins got injured, they just kind of put that on the back burner for a while, and then randomly Rollins just decided he wanted Triple H every week after Triple H had screwed him like 3 months prior. It didn't, like, the only consistent storyline has been Owens versus Jericho. They deserve the Universal Championship. I just don't think they're going to get it. So let's see 5 reasons why WrestleMania 33 will be horrible by Pllana Productions. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going over 5 reasons why WrestleMania 33 will be horrible. Now, before we get on the video, some of the things that are on the list aren't 100% confirmed, but it is rumored from very trusted sources such as Dave Meltzer. Also, you can clearly see some hints being dropped that some of these things might happen. If one of them don't happen, well, damn, I don't know what to say. Anyways, let's get straight onto the video.
AJ Styles or Shane McMahon.
Now we're going to start off with an honorable mention, and that is Dean Ambrose being on the pre-show. Dean Ambrose has been wrestling almost every single day.
He just hasn't had like a very great storyline.
He's been a huge draw for house shows and is one of SmackDown Live's top guys. Dean Ambrose is currently the IC champion, and with the help of The Miz and Ziggler, those men have brought back that title's prestige. As a reward for all the work,
we'll probably face Baron Corbin. I don't know if it'll even be on the pre-show.
Getting a spot on the pre-show. From being on one of the main events from last year's WrestleMania to the pre-show of this year, that is just sad, and I actually feel bad for Dean Ambrose.
That picture,
Number 5, no John Cena versus The Undertaker.
Yeah, that was huge disappointment. It seems that
this WrestleMania could possibly be The Undertaker's last ever Mania.
And we won't get Cena versus Undertaker
wanted to see that match that still hasn't happened at WrestleMania. John Cena
Vince just doesn't love to please.
Going head to head, one-on-one. The Phenom versus Big Match John. This would have been perfect for the main event of this year's WrestleMania.
Definitely would have been.
This would have been a great last match for The Undertaker.
But they decided to give it to
Roman.
Roman.
Scheduled to happen at one point. What happened? That crazy old man who runs the company wants his golden child to retire as The Undertaker. And now, Cena is rumored to team up with his girlfriend and face The Miz and Maurice.
Oh, that match is so bad too.
What a face of both future Hall of Famers. Number 4, Seth Rollins' injury. Seth Rollins versus Triple H was a match.
Can't really control something like that, but I guess it is a good reason for why. But Rollins probably will be. They're saying Rollins will make it.
Seth Rollins unfortunately tore his MCL again in his knee, putting his WrestleMania status in serious jeopardy. I know Seth Rollins is going to try his hardest, work his hardest, and basically do everything in his power to not miss another WrestleMania. But I do have a feeling that Vince McMahon will not rush him back, and they would rather let him heal 100% before making a return. Because of this injury, Triple H no longer has an opponent. And what happens to Samoa Joe? Well, there's been backstage talks that he might face Triple H. This would be a terrible idea because both men have to be heels. So as I previously said, the most anticipated match of the card is most likely canceled. Number 3, AJ Styles' rumored opponent. The best wrestler in the world. The phenomenal one. The face that runs the place. What a year it has been for AJ Styles in the WWE. He made one of the greatest debuts of all time, had amazing matches with Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and John Cena. He beat John Cena clean, he won the WWE Championship, and finally, he proves why he's the best in the world. After all of these accomplishments, they're going to give him a main event match at WrestleMania. Who's it going to be? Who's his opponent going to be? The Undertaker? Nope. Samoa Joe? Nope. Shinsuke Nakamura? Nope. John Cena? Nope. We can go for a very, very long time, so let me just tell you guys, it's going to be Shane McMahon. What is wrong with Vince? Shane
I
should be
don't
nowhere
know.
near AJ Styles at WrestleMania. A lot of you guys are saying that this isn't even confirmed, but there has been plenty of seeds planted over the weeks. This is straight up pathetic. AJ deserves so much better. If you guys want,
He
go on
damn
Twitter,
sure
help me
does.
get this hashtag over. Go on Twitter and tweet hashtag AJ deserves better than Shane.
Go
Get this
tweet it.
trending, guys. Number 2, the Universal title match. Okay, get this, guys. Even though almost everyone wants to see Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens clash over the Universal title at WrestleMania, they were truly thinking about KO dropping the title to Goldberg, which would set up him and Lesnar's
So
match
horrible.
for the Universal title.
Don't understand why
What
they
is
ever
worse
do
is that they will be main eventing WrestleMania. This is the worst idea I have ever heard for so many different reasons. First of all, Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho carried Raw for the last
Best
year.
storyline.
Second, part-timers don't need a title. Third of all, Raw will not have a champion on TV for many weeks. Remember Lesnar from SummerSlam 2014 through WrestleMania 2015? That worked out so well. I
It
think
didn't.
this is possibly the worst idea I have ever heard. And also, it is disrespectful to those guys who actually care about the business rather than just a check. And number 1
Yep.
is Shaq versus Big Show.
I forgot all
Y'all had
about
to see
this.
this one coming. Instead of Big Show putting over someone like Baron Corbin or Braun Strowman, he will be putting over Shaquille O'Neal, guys like Ziggler, Apollo Crews, Cesaro, Sheamus, and Rusev are going to be either on the pre-show or possibly not even on the card at all, so Shaq can take a spot. What a fucking joke. I really hope
What a
I'm wrong
fucking
about
joke.
WrestleMania being trash this year.
I
but
completely
the
agree
way it
with
looks right now,
all of his
I think
reasons,
this could very well
'cause
be the worst WrestleMania of all time. As always, thanks for
It'll
watching.
definitely
guys.
be
I hope
disappointing.
you
I don't
all
think it'll be the
enjoyed.
worst.
If you did, leave a like and
'Cause
subscribe for more. Also,
matches
make
like
sure to
Kevin
follow
Owens
me on
versus
Twitter at
Jericho
Pllana.
will probably bring
Comment
it
down
to
what
a
you guys
certain
think for
level
WrestleMania
of
33. Your plans are
decency.
probably better than Vince's. And check out my other channels, Official Life Facts and No Love EP. And I'll see you all later.
Alright, well, I mean, that was just... all those points were very good. I mean, some of the matches for WrestleMania are going to be, like, if they do what they're thinking about doing with Shane McMahon and AJ Styles, and Kevin Owens dropping the Universal title, then WrestleMania will not be as good as it had the chance to be. Also, they definitely should have done Cena versus Taker. Now instead they're going to do Cena and Nikki Bella versus Maurice and The Miz. Nobody wants to see that. Not a single soul. I couldn't find a single person. And if they do, they're probably an idiot. Sorry. But that's just... Who would rather see that than Undertaker versus Cena? Nobody wants to see Roman Reigns versus Undertaker. I would rather see Roman Reigns fight on the pre-show in some Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal match. Like, I don't care about Roman Reigns at all. I just don't like him. I hate him, is a better word. And other than that, I mean, there's other things that bother me about WrestleMania too. They're trying to get the top 4 women all into the match for WrestleMania, and they already blew Bayley's big win, so that sucks. They don't need Nia Jax to be on the show. Dean shouldn't really miss the show. The cruiserweights are probably going to be relegated to the pre-show as well, even though some of the cruiserweights could have definitely a very good match, especially if they get like a ladder match or something like that. Anything else? I mean, Samoa Joe, I don't know what they're going to do with Samoa Joe or Sami Zayn. It looks like they're going to fight each other at Fastlane, but then I don't know what they're going to do with those two at WrestleMania. Triple H, I think Seth Rollins will be back in time. So, I don't know about that one. That's the only one I wasn't kind of sure about, because I think Seth will be back in time to face Triple H, unless complications happen or something like that. But other than that, that is going to do it. Thanks, everybody, so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you absolutely wreck that like and subscribe button. Make sure you let me know what your biggest problems with WrestleMania 33 so far are going to be. My biggest problems are definitely going to probably be Kevin Owens dropping this Universal title if that happens. AJ versus Shane, even though AJ could have better matches with and deserves a better person to work with. And Bayley's big title win already being blown on Raw. So, thanks everybody so much for watching. Peace out.